Hello, everybody. I'm Shamash, and today I'm going to be answering the question: how can you be mindful and kind of calm and being being mode, whilst at the same time having the drive to take action every day? And this is actually quite a common question, and my answer's changed over the years, I guess. But I'd like to begin with a story that will be interesting for some of you. So, when I first got into mindfulness, the way I learned it was through a meditation, through a course called Practical Philosophy. And I was halfway through my university degree then. I was just going into my third year. And I got so into the mindfulness and the meditation. I think I might have read 50 or 100 books or something. I went a bit crazy with the reading of the books. There wasn't things like YouTube at the time, but I just got all the books I could get hold of and I read them all. And then I started doing loads and loads of meditation. So I thought, my purpose of my existence is to meditate all the time. So didn't go to didn't go to any of my lectures. Maybe just popped in the afternoon and just did loads and loads of meditation. Had lots of deep reflections, and I was trying to get spiritual experiences. I kind of got almost addicted to them, I guess, and didn't have much drive to do my work. So I missed all the lectures and I decided to turn up for the exams. And I think they allowed us to take textbooks in or something, or I may have revised for a day or two, but just about scraped passing. I think almost failed the year. If I'd got any worse grades, I would have had to do the whole year again. So, I'd done really well in my first and second year. And then this third year, it's a 4-year course, almost failed it altogether. So my drive for the degree I was doing, chemical engineering, was very low. My drive for meditation was very high. And so I was reflecting on, could have I done a better balance? Could have I taken things a bit more easy? And to be honest, I think I was just following my passion. I was very, very passionate about mindfulness. Really, really wanting to learn about it more. Really wanting to learn about meditation. Really wanting to go into it more deeply. And so that was the right thing for that time. And, maybe I could have failed and done something else, but I happened to pass and did better in my final year. But that's just what I needed to do at that time. So if you're wondering, how should I balance all this mindfulness and being mode with actually, getting on with my work and doing my work? And perhaps the answer is that to just allow it to find its own balance by itself. Sometimes there's a need for you to do more mindfulness and meditation and taking things easy and being more in being mode. And sometimes there's a time where you have to take more action and set more goals and achieve more things. And that balance will come by itself, actually. If you do too much being mode, you may start getting bored, or you may start missing taking action, and you may not feel so content. And you may want to do more stuff in the world. And then at other times, you'll be really busy doing lots and lots of stuff, trying to achieve loads of things, and then realizing, hang on a minute, I'm overdoing this now. I need to rebalance. So rather than trying to work out a fixed formula, like this is what I need to do, and this is how much mindfulness I should do, and this is how much of my time I should do working, allow that balance to come by itself. If you feel drawn to do more mindfulness and meditation, then do that. If you feel drawn to do more work and set more goals and to get on with things, then that's the right path for you. So not trying to kind of overdo thinking about it and planning it too much, and letting that balance unfold naturally in its own time, I think is really, really important. Another thing that may be interesting for you is to look into a thing that I teach called ACT, Acceptance and Commitment Training, because that includes not just mindfulness, but it's also got the drive element of values. And one way to increase your motivation or drive to do more stuff in the world is to actually become clear about what your values are. So once you start thinking about actually what are my heart's deepest desires, what do I want to achieve in my life? Not in terms of goals, but what direction do I want to go in? Is it about kindness? Is it about compassion? Is it about learning something new? Is it about curiosity? What's my values? And then how can I practice and engage in those values every day? And you feel more fulfilled, generally speaking, when you find out what your values are. And it's not so hard. I can teach about that in the future if you want. But it's almost about experimenting about what your values are and taking action on those values. And that can make such a big difference because you feel like your life is more purposeful and meaningful when you kind of living your values. One of my values is about helping others, learning and teaching, trying new things, and I'm doing that right now. And so I'm living one of my values. I'm testing out this new way of doing a Facebook Live and a YouTube Live. I'm talking about my passions, mindfulness and compassion and ACT. And so there's the living the values, and there's a sense of meaning and purpose there, despite it may feel uncomfortable for me. Don't feel that well today, but I still want to do it because I'm passionate about the topic. So that's part of ACT and psychological flexibility. You're able to navigate through the difficulties because you keep doing what you're passionate about, and it makes your life more meaningful. So yeah, so there's a few tips there for you on trying to balance the doing mode and the being mode, the mindfulness with the action, the values and the drive with the allowing things to be as they are. It's a constant balance, and it actually balances by itself. If you step back, you'll see there'll be some days, some moments, and some months and some years when you need to do one more than the other. So that balance will come by itself. So rather than trying to think about how do I get this right, take a bit more of a step back, tune into your observing self, and watch that balance unfold naturally. That's it from me today. If you've got any comments or questions, then leave them below, and let me know if there's any particular topics you want me to talk about in future sessions like this. And yeah, if you happen to be watching today, we've got our new challenge starting on Saturday, Saturday's the 1st of August. I'll leave a link below so that you can join in our new 30-day challenge, which is doing these kinds of reflections and meditations every day for 30 days. And I guide them live so you can experience the whole thing live too. All right, thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon. Bye for now.